right, so down here in the bottom right-hand corner of Shakur's Plateau, we have Etienne Socke spawning as our blue Protoss player. The remaining foreigner hope here in qualifier number 2. His opponent in the top left-hand corner is the one and only Czech Primui, spawning as our pink Zerg player. Now to remind ladies and gentlemen out there, this is a round of 8 or quarterfinal action here from the second qualifier. Our top 2 from each qualifier are guaranteed a flight plus hotel plus food plus VIP experience and a guaranteed $1,000 as they are seeded into our final championship brackets at IPL Atlantic City.
Yes, absolutely, and I hope we see some of these players come out to Atlantic City. I want to see all these players that we've been casting in the qualifiers at AC, man.
Oh yeah, even if Czech or Socke don't make it through to the next round or something like that, I hope they will jump on a plane or their team will send them out here. So
yeah, I mean, it would kind of be a disappointment to see someone like Czech not at Atlantic City. Been an icon of the Zerg since the early days of StarCraft 2.
Primui has actually been a pretty big supporter, as we mentioned, of our tournament so far. We can count on some of their very best players going up. Of course, Polt, Czech, MKP have signed up for most of the tournaments so far. So
Polt, Czech, and Marine King Prime.
Indeedy do.
That's a solid lineup, man.
It is a solid lineup.
Who else from Prime would we want or we're missing?
I don't know who else they would sign up because they've already made their intentions clear that they want to put their best players out there. So I'm really not sure if there'd be teamers or anything like that who would actually show up.
Right?
So
nobody else comes to mind.
Not offhand, but looks like old Checky Poo is actually going to drop down his spawning pool first once again. So this is going to be a similar build to what we saw last time. He's going to do a gasless expand off of probably 15 supply here in just a second after he did 15 pool, then 15 hatch. We have a Forge Fast expand coming out of Socke. He's going to patrol back and forth here for a little while, but certainly not going to be able to throw up any cannons or anything like that as the pool is already done.
Yeah, that's the reason why Zerg players will always open up pool first on against Protoss, simply because they don't want to deal with any cannon shenanigans or cannigans, as we like to call it. Shenanigans at the natural. So that's why the Zerg players do open up pool first, and we do have Socke here being really annoying with that initial probe, preventing Czech from getting that hatchery down. But, you know, you got to wonder, what is Socke going to do now? He's gone so far in this qualifier. He's so close to that $1,000 guaranteed prize pool, the free food, the flight, the hotel, a chance to win 100 grand at Atlantic City. What's he going to do now? Because he's lost one game against Czech already. We know Czech is Korean. He's got StarCraft pumping through his veins. I mean, or Vespine gas, whatever.
Yeah, certainly.
What is Socke going to do to beat this monster, Czech?
I don't know. It's going to be very interesting because it looks like he's setting up for a pretty typical macro game, but he has a lot of flexibility off of this build. He can full wall himself in and put up double Stargate or something like that. He can go into straight out like 6-gate aggression along with +1 upgrades or something along those lines. Lings get through. But, oh my god.
There's no gateway, man. These Lings could actually force a cancel on the Nexus.
Oh my god. There's a bunch of probes being pulled too, and at the very least this is going to be a few probes killed. That's actually really bad for Socke. If he even loses one probe right now, he has pretty good control.
Wow, really
manages to keep. There's 2 that have gone down, 3 have gone down, possibly a 4th. No, it doesn't look like he's going to run into the photon cannon. It looks like he's just going to try and do as much damage to the Nexus as possible. Already, this is a bad situation for Socke.
I'm surprised Socke didn't have his front door walled off, and he still doesn't have it walled off. I mean, what is he thinking? If more Lings were coming, he would be in so much trouble right now. Thankfully for him, there isn't really Lings, but drones coming. So now I'm really confused as to what Czech is doing. Is this a missed micro because he's going to lose 2 drones for free? Oh my god, he saved that guy at the last second.
Yes, he did. So, okay, really bad for Socke. It looks like, oh wow, Czech actually going after the 3rd expansion. We also have a probe coming down there that did scout it. I wonder if those 2 drones are coming over to do something really, really annoying, like taking 2 Vespian geysers or proxy hatch or something like that. I mean, I honestly don't know.
I think it was a miss rally right there on the 2 drones.
I think it was an awesome rally is what it was.
Is an awesome rally, not a miss rally? Is an awesome rally? I mean, he almost gave away the little advantage he eked out with those. Actually, he got a much bigger advantage than you think. He killed off 6 workers. That's huge in the early game.
Yeah, certainly.
He's still behind in economy, but that's okay because he did grab his 3rd hatchery. So as soon as that 3rd production comes up, he's going to be pumping just pure drones, and there's 8 already on the way.
Yeah, no, he's going to be just fine in position. The question is, how much does Socke want to try and punish that? He only has 2 Vespian geysers, 3rd starting, so he is going to go into attack here in a bit. Question is, what is it going to be? No, I mean, if he opened up with like a 6-gate timing attack or something like that, and just did abuse of sentries against tier 1 units, I mean, he has a possibility. But
yeah, he could 6-gate. I could see that working out. I mean, that's actually what Protoss players usually do when the Zerg player expands too quickly. They punish them by going for the 6-gate plus or 6+ gate. But, you know, you have to remember Socke lost a lot of economy in the early game. I don't know if he can afford to go for a super high aggressive build without a solid foundation and backbone in his economy. So
yes,
we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Indeedy do. So Socke is still not shown us any sort of tech yet, but he is saving up quite a bit of gas. Yeah, Czech's actually getting in a very, very good position right now. 36 workers, 38 workers to 36, but producing off of 3 hatcheries at this time. Evolution chamber coming up, most likely for another +1 again on the on basic Zerglings. And Socke just clearing off this overload before he decides to put down any tech. He has got 500, 400 at the moment. 2 gateways? Yes. Gateways number 2, gateway number 3.
Really could be a 6
gateway number 4.
Could be a 6 gate.
Gateway number 5. And let's see if we get number 6 here in a second.
It is not.
No. So
5 gate Robo possibly.
That's possible.
5 gate with Link Stalker. 5 gate with DTs. Couple of options here. Maybe just charge Loud Archon as well.
Yeah.
But Czech Prime has been macroing this entire time. Doesn't really have a bead on, as to what the Protoss is doing. However, with the buildings being placed where they are, I think Czech can get another Overlord in there and scout it out pretty easily. If he needs to, he may have to get speed. But we do have him going for Speedling and Infestor, I believe. So he's going to get, well, he doesn't have Infestation Pit yet, but he should be getting it pretty soon. And he's going to be playing his old playstyle that we saw in the last game.
You know, layer tech's only just now coming up. It's about halfway done, so it'll be a while before he's able to get anything like that. We do see a Roach Horn coming down. So 3-base Roach lane is actually pretty good, yo.
Whoa! Triple Chrono Boost on the Warp Gate. It could be a 5-gate timing attack here. Yeah, very interesting from Socke. Trying to hit a little bit of an awkward timing, and we'll see if this is going to work.
Do we have a forward pylon down anywhere? I don't believe so. So he is going to have to reinforce from the back, and he's not going to be able to send out a probe because he has a full wall here. So nothing is going to be able to eke itself out. So any subsequent warpins are going to have to run their way all the way across the map, which could be kind of annoying. Looks like he actually did just build another cybernetics core somewhere, so he's going to be able to knock this one down here in a bit. Here comes Socke, though. He's going to try and do some damage. Nice! Oh, I spoke too soon. I said nice. Force fields, unfortunately, he let all of the Zerglings coming through.
Czech.
Yeah, it's only about halfway done at the moment.
Whoa, Czech totally forgetting speed here, I think. He's got so much gas. He has 600 gas, and he still doesn't have speed yet. I'm very confused. I think Czech forgot speed, man.
Yeah, certainly. Looks like Socke is actually going to keep up this full wall for a while to do as much damage as he wanted. This is actually going to be 7-gate Robo off of 1 base. So we're verging on all-in territory here. Especially,
this is all-in for sure, man.
Oh, well, it's going to end up being 7-gate Blink Stalker with Observers, so he can blink up and down.
I guess you're right. We are kind of verging
so
he might expand out of this.
He could. It's going to be rough. I mean, he's got to do significant damage right now. Czech is going to make his way down to his opponent's base, though. Socke, just with that little bit of a front wall, we'll see if, well, Czech's not really going to be able to go through that. Oh, God, he actually, Socke ended up doing damage to his own wall there, and Czech, if he's a little bit patient, is actually going to be able to catch these units out of position.
Actually, Czech is really smart right here. He can move in after that cybernetics core goes down, and we'll see. Does he have any scouting unit around to detect this? He does have an Overlord to the south.
I think so. Just the
and a Zergling up there to the north. It doesn't look like he's going to go for the flank. He may opt to just engage this Protoss army once it steps on his turf, the so-called creep.
Right.
And there he goes. Now one Zergling detects the move out of those forces. Czech not moving out on his own. He's actually waiting for Spire and Pathogen Glands to complete, so... And saving up 1,200 minerals apiece, and he's going to be making mutas here.
8. He has 8 coming already.
I don't like the mutas.
Especially already against Blink Stalker?
Yeah, I don't like the mutas at all. I think he should have went for just pure Ling.
13 mutas, but here the Lings come. They're going to make their way across the back. We can see some force fields go down, and the Blink Stalkers are actually in range of the Spine Callers. That's pretty bad positioning there out of Socke. But Czech, nonetheless, is going to have his forces torn up by these units that are sitting behind the force field. Socke with still a pretty significant force remaining, and see if he pulls back after this. Yeah, looks like he's going to blink this unit onto the low ground. Has to watch out for the mass number of units that are coming out of Czech, though.
And now these mutas, even though I didn't like them before, they're going to be pretty good here because the Stalker count has been dwindled significantly. And in conjunction with the Lings, I think Czech may have enough to snipe off units here. Yes, he does. Can he kill sentry after sentry? Cool. And all the Stalkers going down. Nice blink right there by Socke, keeping the lead Stalker in the back. So Czech Prime not quite able to kill off the game yet, but certainly on the verge of winning.
Here we go. Socke going to make his way back, and he's reinforcing pretty well, though, I've got to say. And we just have Mutalists that are left, but +2 is about to finish. Does Socke have any upgrades? Okay, he has +2 weapons as well, so his Stalkers are actually pretty powerful, but my god, +2 Zerglings, so good. Also, the Infestors are going to be back here as well, and those are going to be able to pin down Stalkers in their spot. Here we go.
And we actually have some Lings that are running right into the natural right now, cats. The Lings running into the natural, cats.
Got it.
There we go, and Mutas. So it looks like we have a little bit of a base race here from both players. Check doing a lot of damage to Socke, but Socke also doing a lot of damage to Check.
And here we go. Yes, he is. As a matter of fact, a lot of drones just went down, but his probes were just destroyed. It looks like Socke is just warping some units on the left-hand side so he can wait as long as it's physically possible. He's not actually going to attack these Zerglings. He's just going to run and absorb all the splash damage. That's no good, but Socke is going to make his way up, and he is going to take out the which actually hasn't produced anything yet. He needs to take out the Spire first. There we go. And possibly the Infestation Pit if he actually sees it.
I don't think he needs to worry about the Spire or the Road Short. I think he should go for the spawning pool right now. Lings are his biggest threat. But whatever, he's in the main, he's doing damage, and we do have a straight-up base race situation. And I can't help but feel that I think that Socke may have the stronger army, but it's close.
He has a stronger army, but I still think the base trade favors Check at the moment because Zaka's he doesn't have the money to produce anything, and if he loses this Nexus as well, then he is just flat out going to be killed. Whereas Check can actually sit back here off of these spine crawlers, put up his spawning pool again, and just do nothing but produce Lings, and he's actually going to be okay.
No, he can't run up in here, and the Infestors are just waiting for a money fungal. Is it going to go down? Is it going to go down? There's the fungal. Those Stalkers, I don't know, man. This is tough. Can they break through the spine crawler wall and the Infestors and the Lings and the Mutas?
Unfortunately, it's just not going to happen.
I don't think Socke needed to push up that ramp. I think he should have tried to go for a stalemate or, like, you know, just come back and save his base or something. I don't know if he need.
That was a ridiculous game number 2, though. So congratulations to Check. He advances in to the semifinals here at the IPL 3 qualifiers.